So are we ready to play? So if you have questions for the panelists, feel free to tweet to the same handle, #MKSales NASSCOM. Yeah. Or @MKSales NASSCOM, that's the handle. And we'll take those questions, but feel free to ask questions as well. And at this time, I'd like to, okay, thanks. So so the other thing that we wanted to do as part of these sessions was get people from the industry. So they also come with wider experience in terms of their areas. So we've chosen a couple of folks from the B2B area who have been doing this for many years. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce Satinder Juneja from Kellton and Garima from InsideView. Please, who are our panelists for today. You're welcome. So you already have one question to start with. You already had a question from one of our members, so we'll get there right away. And, so before we start, it'd be great if you could just introduce yourself, Satinder or Garima. Okay.
So I'm Garima. I lead the marketing efforts for APAC for InsideView Technologies. So keeping it a bit more contextual, InsideView literally lives on social, I would say. So when I say that, I don't really mean that it's only limited to us using social for our own sales and marketing efforts, but that's what the business we are into. We are a market intelligence player, and a lot of that intelligence essentially comes from all the different social media. That is how we equip our customers, our prospects with the necessary insights that they need about their prospects, about their key accounts. So we aggregate all that information and provide that information in real time, and that's how we're living on social literally. So with that, I would hand over to you.
Thanks. Good afternoon, Hyderabad. Pleased to be here. Satinder Juneja, look after marketing for Kellton Technologies. A B2B marketeer, rather a student of marketing as I would call myself. Been doing only technology and IT marketing. So outside that, I'm good for nothing. Well, I've had fortune of working with some well-known brands, aspirational brands like Airtel, HCL, Microsoft, Harrison, and just before Kellton, this was NI Technologies. And my brush with marketing and technology has actually put me into a place where I very keenly follow various facets of market tech as it is called, and I've seen social evolving. Somebody commented on email marketing. I come from the era where I stood outside the post office to get 20,000 mailers stamped. Yeah, so direct mailers, and from there to being able to press a button and reach about 20,000 subscribers in one shot. So it's been a phenomenal journey, and I'm still learning. So happy to be here.
Thanks, Satinder and Garima. So what's the other thing that's really amazing about the panelists is you have one person from services and one person from product. So if there are product and services guys, it'll be amazing in terms of the kind of insights we can get from both of them. So to just kick it off, the title of this is Social Media for Lead Gen, right? So does it work?
Okay, so it's we're trying, as marketers, we're still trying to figure it out. Okay, does it work? The most easiest way for you to get your budget from CEO for any experiment you want to run, and marketers will love to do experimentation. It's easy to say, it will get you lead gen, because immediately after CEO, you will go to your CFO, and your CFO. With all due respect to all the CFOs, but you know what they understand. Okay, so it's a different way of doing lead gen. Okay, it's not your classical slot machine where you put the point and something comes out. So it's not that. there is a methodology and there is a way to it. That is why I'm saying that nobody has, very few brands have cracked this as a sole lead gen mechanism, but it's one of the very potent lead gen mechanisms. And why I say so is, one of your players, 11 players, was about laser targeting. Yeah? So social media allows you to do that. Bad experience, bad example, but WhatsApp, all of us are on WhatsApp, right? So the problem with WhatsApp is you get the same message in every group. I have seen that Canadian sniper shoot some member in ISIS some 10 times. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you would have seen that Canadian sniper. Some 3 odd kilometers of trajectory. I think social and marketing technologies allows you to do that. Like precise targeting, I have seen that, I've done that through various platforms of social. So there, because of this targeting and then the measurability. So again, the problem, Mr. Ogilvy said long back that 50% of your advertising works, but you don't know which 50%. But actually, social turns it upside down. You actually know, forget 50, you actually know what that 1% led you, and etc. etc. So that attribution problem is to a great extent solved with this. So if you combine both of this together, you have a very potent set of tools for your lead generation.
So Satinder's response is yes.
Yeah.
But with all the caveats, absolutely.
It's evolving.
So it's an evolving space, definitely. Garima?
So my answer would again be yes, and it would be 100% yes. So when I say that, I essentially mean that if you go with a broader perspective, lead generation is just a means, right? The end objective is revenue generation. And whatever your social media strategy is, whether it's building brand awareness or customer retention, or is it lead generation, everything boils down to revenue, right? We all profit making businesses, and everything boils down to revenue. And social media certainly, with whatever objective you start with, does lead to better revenues. So you just have to be patient. You have to know your market before you go into and choose your social media platforms. You can't just go ahead and do everything, and you can't fill your plate with everything and not be able to eat it. So you have to be very cautious when selecting the media. It depends on your own capabilities, on your team's capabilities, how many people you have, what is the business you are into, which are the platforms your customer is frequenting. So all those things matter, but certainly, most certainly, yes.
So, can you take any one of you can be first with this one? Can you give an example of what's really worked for you in terms of a specific channel, and what was the overall idea or the campaign that you ran? LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook.
So, yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So there are numerous, okay, and with Kellton I'm just 3 months old, so I would not have very Kellton specific examples, but from past brands, and I'll not name the brands. But one has done singling out of high profile prospects to target. When I say high profile, real decision makers. So there was one anecdote I have. So there was a situation in one of the past brands that I worked for, where in a particular geography, in B2B you have buying centers. There are many roles who impact your buying. So there were these 3 members of our buying center who were very crucial. And through our sales conversations, we could figure out that out of A, B, and C, say, A and B were most important. We were able to bridge a conversation to B, but A was something we just put our hands on. We tried visiting his club. We tried inviting him to events. We tried sending him tickets. We tried everything. And my CEO was willing to fly to just take one meeting overseas. So that was the level of stakes. And our business had said, look, Satinder, we really need to crack this. There is no way we can do that. So remember, what I told you, like club, etc. This was all being done by sales. So here was a very peculiar problem which would lead to business to us. And somewhere around 7 p.m. we sat down, me and another youngster, and we worked on something called triangulation of this prospect A. And we really figured out through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc., what the interest areas